Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So let me tell y'all, I just got back from the store and I want to share with you what I got. Now, I almost titled this video, There's Almost No Excuse, but y'all, it's literally no excuse. Literally. And I know, let me just go ahead and give you a disclaimer. I know that this might cause a lot of people to get sassy in the comments, but I will tell you that all I will probably say is thanks for watching. So you probably don't even want to waste your time putting anything in the comments because there is literally no excuse. Okay, so before I show you what I picked up, I want to give you a quick backstory, y'all. It's not going to be long, but last year when we moved here, around September time, a lot of the Dollar General stores had like additional 50% off of a lot of their garden things. And so I picked up some things then. I picked up some sale trays, some seeds. But here is the thing, not all Dollar General sell seeds. So as Chris and I were out and about, I was stopping at different ones, and there were only 2 Dollar Generals out of all of the ones that I went to that actually had seeds. They still had other gardening things, gardening pots, gardening soil, a lot of gardening things, but only 2 just had the seeds. And so I'm not saying that this is nationwide. I'm not saying that this is statewide. All I could tell you is to check your local Dollar General, only because each one is different and each store is different, because y'all know I love to ask a bunch of questions to people. Some of them had their signs on the door that said additional 50% off. Some of them did not have their signs on there, and I had to go up there and ask for them to like do a price check just to make sure. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to say, the reason why I really titled this, it's no excuse, because it's not, y'all. So first of all, after I tallied everything up, and we're going to do the math here, y'all, because you know I'm an accountant by day. We're going to do the math. And I was like, it's no excuse. It's really no excuse on why anybody cannot start a garden. It's no excuse. So let me show you some of the things that I got and the prices. And then I'm going to break some stuff down because there's literally no excuse. And I'm saying that because in the past, and I'm speaking on myself, if it was something that I really wanted to do, I made a way to do it. If it's something that I really wanted, I figured out a way to get it. So that's why I'm saying it's no excuse. And make sure you stick with me to the end. I'm going to tell y'all about a free guide that we're offering, and it literally is no excuse. Okay, so again, not all of the Dollar Generals sell seeds. I only found them at 2, but let's start off with these seeds right here, y'all. Let's start off with these. So this brand is American Seed, and it is, can y'all see it? It's like $2 for $1. But with the additional 50% off that they had, these seeds were about 13 cents a piece. So let's break this down, y'all. Let's break it down. And they had pots, additional 50% off, and they had potting soil, additional 50% off. They had everything. You want some labels? Just about everything that you could say that you need in order to just get started. So I said 13 cents. Now, depending on, and you can grow beets in pots too. You just want to make sure that they're deep enough. But they had all type of pots that range from $1 all the way up to $15. But remember, additional 50% off. So I was saying, if I just got 1 pack of these seeds, if I got their potting soil, and if I got a pot, this would be $5 or under. I mean, I think about myself, sometimes we waste $5 just on random stuff, okay? Now, if you wanted a bigger pot, even if you wanted a bigger pot, you think that pot is $10 with 50% off, $5 with an additional 50% off, $2.50, and you get the potting soil. You still can come out for under $10, $5. So I ask people, like, what is stopping you from gardening? So let me show you some of the things that I picked up. Let me show you the other seeds that we got. So we got some from the American Seed. We got some bachelor buttons here. Some radish that I'm actually going to go ahead and direct sow, since we're in like a full moon stage. And I'm going to sow the beets too. I got some pansies right here. I just picked them up. I mean, 13 cents, you know. If you want to scatter them, you can. You know, you could just scatter them and put them in one of those dollar pots, which is about 25 cents. Get you a bag of potting soil, get you this. You probably at what, like $2 maybe to start growing. That's what I'm saying. And then we got some beefsteak tomatoes, but these are for next season. I always tell y'all, they may have an expiration date on here. It doesn't mean that the seeds are expired. The germination rate may lower, but I mean, for 13 cents, if I can get like 6 plants, I would think they're worth it, because I just put a post up, y'all, and I just did a video on the jalapeno harvest that I will link. That was 2 plants, and all that I've got. I've been in there making cowboy candy, hot pepper sauce. I took some tomatoes today and made like a tomato, cucumber, and onion brine. It's just so much that the garden will give you. And you don't even have to just say grow flowers or vegetables or herbs or vegetables. I just made a flower arrangement with my dahlias and just like put it in the kitchen, just because you're not gonna find those at a grocery store. You won't. I mean, you won't find that color, and you probably won't find the dahlias. They have just their set type of flowers that they have. Now, you probably can find it at a farmer's market, maybe a U-Pick, or maybe a mail order. But let me show you the other seeds that I got that were 25 cents a piece. Okay, so these are by the Burpee Heirloom Collection right here. These are radishes. We're going to sow those as well, but I got some radishes here. I got some of these Italian torpedo onions, and then I got some lettuce. But once again, I'm going to show y'all that this is how even if you're on a budget, this is how you start getting seeds for a great price. So next year, we're growing this. We're growing these red bell peppers. We're growing these dahlias right here from seed. And then I got one more, y'all. Hold on. Oh, okay, right here. Then we're gonna grow some more tomatoes. Okay, so this is literally 75 cents worth of seeds that you can go ahead and get. Save till when the time is right for you, because y'all know I'm always going to tell you, you need to know your first fall frost, your last spring frost, and your growing zone. But even if you wanted to get started now, the fall is coming. You got leafy greens that you can grow. You got the beets. You have the radish. Like, it's so many things that you can grow to get started. You can grow some herbs. I'm actually going to start some dill in a few minutes after I make this video, because with the tomato, cucumbers, and onion brine that I just made, I had to go to the store and get some dill, and it was just pure D foolishness. I was like, has this dill been frozen and unfrozen? Like, it just didn't look right. It just didn't look fresh. But when you only have that option, I mean, you can go to another store and maybe theirs look a little better, maybe not. But the options are not that much. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to get this dill. However, I'm going to start my own deal. So that's how I think about things. And I also think about anything that I can prevent from going to the store and getting, I will try to grow, because I'm telling y'all, I have not had to buy any tomato any peppers, any basil. I'm looking around the garden, any cucumbers. And I'm just thinking about the amount of money that has saved that I can put towards these seeds right here. So tell me in the comments, what's stopping you from growing? If you're not growing, what is stopping you? I know some people might put time in the comments, but let me tell you this, and then I am going to get off. If it's time, start with one plant. Just start with one plant, because we can find time for the things that we want to do. And I always say you do have to know how much time you're willing to give to the garden in order for it to be successful. But start with one plant. Whatever it is you like, start with that one plant and just say, you know what, I'm going to take 5 minutes today, or I'm going to take 10 minutes today to really check on my plant. There's some plants that once you plant it, you can just pretty much, let them be. But there are some that you got to go and talk to and coddle. I just had to talk to one of my plants a few minutes ago and ask it why I was acting like this. Like, I told it, you better get yourself together really quick. But here is what I want to tell y'all. This is how you really can get started, and you really can know what you want to grow. Now, remember, we still have the cool weather seed kit that we're shipping out up until the 30th. I'm cutting it off. But here's the thing, y'all. I don't care if you buy seeds from me, seeds from Dollar General, seeds from whoever. I just want you to be able to grow and to grow something. I'm telling y'all, once you start growing, it just opens up a whole new world. There are times that I don't even want to go to the grocery store because I'm like, this is ridiculous right here. But if it's out of season, which I'm trying my best to start eating with the seasons, if it's out of season, sometimes you don't have a choice, but just by growing something yourself, that is all that matters. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is click the link in the description. Get the 7-day quick start guide. And the reason why I want you to get that, and the reason how this even came about, y'all, is because I've been receiving so many DMs and emails with questions about gardening. How do I start? What do I need to grow? And so it's come to now that I don't have a lot of time to answer a lot of questions. I still answer the questions, but they may be like a week later. And I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them. It's just that, I work a full-time job, and then sometimes I'm just out in the garden. And then sometimes I don't log on to, my email every day. I'm not looking at it every day. So I said, and then also we're getting the same questions. So I'm like, you know what? We need to do a guide. We need to do a guide to get people on the right track. But here is the thing. It's not just a guide, y'all. It also includes a questionnaire for you to be able to answer, because like I told one of our gardening friends, I cannot tell you what to grow, because the things that I might like to grow, you might not like it. For example, I don't like cauliflower. Why would I grow cauliflower? My family doesn't like cauliflower, so I'm not going to grow it. I'm not going to get seeds for it. But you might say, oh, that's my favorite vegetable. Then that's what you should grow. But that is what this questionnaire is for, because it's going to get all of your questions answered. So I should see a real big decrease in like the emails and the DMs and the comments, because if you go through this 7-day quick start guide, and I have it set up so it's not overwhelming. So day 1, read what it says, answer the questions, take you a break. Day 2, read what it says, answer the questions, take you a break. So it's not to overwhelm you. But once you go through the whole 7-day quick start guide, a lot of your questions are going to be answered, and you won't have to email or to DM me. Okay, you guys, so I am curious to know, if you have not started gardening, why? Just put it in the comments. Why have you not started gardening? I really would like to know. it is my goal to get as many people. I'm going to start off with, it's always good to quantify things. I'm going to start off with, if I can get 50 people that are not growing to start a garden, I think that is a great goal. That is a great goal. And remember, it doesn't have to be flowers, vegetables, herbs. Just pick one thing if you're just getting started. Pick one thing you like, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. If that plant starts having problems like pest issues or acting up, if it's something that you like, you'll stick with it. Versus me, like I gave you the example of the cauliflower. If I don't like cauliflower and I start to have pest issues, I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this cauliflower right here. I'm about to pull it. But you'll stick with it if it's something that you like, and you'll go, like, you'll be like troubleshooting. You know, it's some plants this summer that I was like, you're not about to check out on me. You about to get yourself together. Sometimes I do talk to my plants, y'all. I really do. And if somebody were to actually come and like look in the back, they would be like, who is she talking to? Is there something wrong with her? No, it's not. Sometimes plants have feelings too. I don't talk hard to them, but I just give them a pep talk. You got to get yourself together, because, you know, you got to give us all the nutritional value that we absolutely need. So, okay, y'all, again, let me know in the comments if you're not growing. Tell me why. Also, I'm going to make it real easy. I'm not going to clutter up the description. I'm going to put the 7-day quick start guide in there. Just download it. Download it, start reading it, answer the questions, and then if you went through all of the questions and you still have a question, make sure that you email me. But I know the questions that are in there. I know the material that's in there. So if you ask me a question and I know it's in there, I'm going to say, have you read the quick start guide and have you answered the questions? That's going to be my response from going forward today. It's not that I'm being mean, but I want you to think about it. I want you to think about the questions that we're answering, just so you can get started growing. Okay, so as always, y'all, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.